we already have another homeless population after Katrina, and we're still in it.
Who are they trying to give the loans to? To the strippers or
to the strippers, to the bishops, whoever applied for a claim? They're like, okay, we give you a loan. That's not the answer. I'm out of work right now.
And so, the SBA is, what's the relationship between the SBA and BP? I'm trying to understand.
SBA is just out making sure that everybody knows that they have loans. They got money. That's their job.
Which then lets BP off.
So BP is like, okay, go for it. So we have no problem with that. So that's that connection with that. I wanted to make sure that's addressed. Thank you.
So some of us went out on a trip last week out in Venice to kind of see what was happening with the oil spill. And one of the things that became very apparent, people are not getting the full picture of what's happening, right? The level of devastation that's occurring is not being accurately reported, especially here in Mississippi where we've been told, don't panic, it'll be okay. There's no oil when we see birds covered with oil in Pascagoula. When we have a governor who's the only governor who didn't attend the meetings with the president. So it's a huge issue for us, but the level of information coming out is inaccurate. The other thing that became apparent was the booms aren't working. They're not being replaced when they are soaking up oil, and the marshes have already taken on a foot of oil separately from the booms. A third
marsh where?
Down in Venice, down in the ports in Venice, and especially what happened in Louisiana. And so what we've seen, because it's easier for us to get out that way, and with the information not coming in from the state, we're kind of hitting a brick wall, especially in Mississippi. The third issue, which is going to take a lot of work around, is this SBA situation, right? So there's SBA loans, and you can get loans from the Agriculture Department. But for oystermen, and what we're going to see the same situation keep happening over and over again, they neither fall under an SBA loan, they can't get an SBA loan, and they can't get an agricultural loan. They can't get the SBA loan because the SBA says you're agricultural. They can't get the agricultural loan because agriculture says, what do you plant? And they don't plant anything. An issue that came up when we were just talking to people that Tal was also talking about is the records, and people didn't file taxes. We're going to keep running into people who don't have W-2s, who didn't file taxes, who have to have documents recreated, and we don't have the capacity issues for them to have that done. I mean, it's not an undoable thing, but in terms of nonprofits and people on the ground, we just don't have the capacity for that right now. I think that's
question.